Hey guys, Brix back with another LEGO Transformer review. Now, I couldn't stay away from this for too long. As soon as I finished uploading the first Ultra Magnus video, I already started just thinking about ways to improve them since, that Ultra Magnus has been around for almost a year before I posted a video. And I felt like it was time to, do a second one. I already got the Optimus in the works, but I have more white pieces to complete the Ultra Magnus than I do with the Optimus, so we're gonna get to that pretty soon also. But today I got for you G1 Ultra Magnus version 2. Let's check it out. So for this one, I kept the trailer armor pretty much the same. Well, I just changed a couple of pieces to make it compatible, but as you can see, the cab is totally redesigned and has some new special features. I also got some stickers now. Yes, love stickers. Stickers just make it look so much more official now. So it does roll. I got a better attachment for the trailer hitch right here. Got a mixer with a mixer pin on a 1x2 Technic brick. So we just detached that. I actually totally forgot that I had that there until I was about to do the video. As you can see, we have the head for Ultra Magnus right there in the armor mode. We're going to just set that off to the side for now. Focus on the cab. Cab rolls really easy. Just kind of straighten that up a little bit. I feel like I'm kind of in the way with the light and everything. But the cab design is a lot more square, a lot more accurate now. I changed the windows, the belt area, just based off of the transformation. There's a lot less gaps on the side now. Got some more plates in there and found out, how to do that. I incorporated a lot more mixel parts to make it more sturdy and more, a lot more strong. I was able to fix the wheel well to where it wasn't just a flat thing on top of the wheels. It's actually like kind of curved and nice looking now. It's a little bit of a gap under there, but not too much so. The smokestacks are connected with using T-joints, which makes it a lot more, sturdy. So we're gonna get into transformation. So the first thing that we do, we take the front wheels right here and we just flip them down, also on the mixer right there. And then we take these legs, or pretty much just lift up the whole cab section right here, like that. And we could actually just flip that around, which is also mixel. I love using this post right here where it has like 3 little ball joints, like one for the waist and one for each leg. I love that. Like, it's the greatest invention LEGO ever did. At this point, we could probably, let's fold in these leg panels right here, like that. Then we are going to start moving out the arms. Now this is a little tricky, being that it's all mixel. Gotta kind of wiggle it out a little bit, and then you can start moving the arm out. Like so. We got a really, intricate design for the arms, so can't wait to show you guys what I've been working on right there. So we do the same one with the other, same thing with the other side, like that. And then we could pretty much, already spring up the head, which I have on a couple of clip joints right here. And the reason I did this is so that this part right here could clip into this stud right here, which also is necessary for the Ultra Magnus chest, as you've seen in the previous model. And we just clip the end of that into that stud, and then we got the head. Fully articulated with the head right there. Look left and right. Now the original design that I had for this, it only left it to where it was connected to the back of the head, which didn't allow it to turn left or right at all. It just looked forward straight at you. So It took me like another week to figure out how to get the head on top of the chest to where it could like move, you know, left and right. So for the arms, which is like probably the most, you know, crazy part with this, in order to get these panels and everything like that. Oh, check out the headlights there too. Yeah. So we're gonna flip these panels out. You got to get it just right to get clearance for the wrist right there. And then we rotate it on this Travis brick 180 degrees. And no, we're going to rotate it around the other way. The end of the mixer was blocking the panel right there. Let me just adjust myself a little more comfortable. Now, see how it reveals the hand. So then we're going to flip out the panel like that. So we could take the arm and rotate it 180 degrees at the elbow. And then we could rotate this panel back to be like the side of the arm. And that's how we get that done. That's how it looks on the side. Gives it a nice, more full look than the previous model. And then we do the same on this side. Rotate it like that. Rotate it at the wrist. Oh, came off. Such as all videos, something has to come off every video, right? And rotate this panel so everything's nice and tight. Rotate it at the elbow, 180 degrees, and then rotate the panel again. There it is. It wasn't as complicated as I was probably making it sound. So then we can separate the legs. And there we have the first version. There's actually another feature that's supposed to happen where this folds up and these legs fold down like this. Where he's like, you know, kind of like a smaller, you know, Ultra Magnus. I wanted to have like a power-up feature, so I'm just going to do a quick size comparison with my version 1 Optimus Prime. As you can see, they're almost the same height, just a little bit like the top of this. Well, only because like he's right there, like in front of the camera, but he's just a smidgen taller than him, the version 1. So what I did, or what I thought was kind of cool after I designed him, is that he would have like a power-up mode to where he would be taller. Put the legs back down. Mind you, that version also hides the wheels a lot better too than what I'm about to do. So he becomes a little bit taller, more articulated, and then we take the feet and flip this out. Look at that. Our convoys now have posable feet, and they're on mixels, making it a lot more sturdy, a lot more posable, and now a lot more taller. As you can see, he's almost a whole head above Optimus Prime now. Now, Optimus Prime and my Nemesis, of course, they're all going to get the same upgrades. But just to give you a comparison of what version 1 looks like with version 2, I couldn't really use, you know, version 1 Ultra Magnus because a majority of his parts went on this model. So it was kind of cool. It was literally more like an upgrade. Like I just took a bunch of mixels and ejected into Ultra Magnus and got this really cool design. I gave him a better, more window space right there. The grill, which actually, not the grill, the waist, is supposed to look like this on Ultra Magnus, but now he has a smaller waist, has a little, you know, a little more detail. Stickers always help. I love the way how, you know, got the headlights. We have, you know, movable, you know, hands, or, you know, like wrist swivel. I don't know if that. Ah! Oh my god. That's fine. These were the only pieces that break because they're only connected by one stud. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna move Optimus Prime away. I guess we could also do some more comparisons as far as, like, you know, the back, how that looks. The legs are a lot thicker now, you know, based on the wheel well design. The wheels right here, I like, you know, the wheels on this one kind of hide inside the chest a little bit more. These just kind of stay, you know, to the back. But other than that, I mean, so overall, you know, new design. A lot more features than the old, you know, version 1. And it's still compatible with the armor. Now the only difference with the armor that I did was the way it connects to the back of his legs, and the connections for this part right here. I actually used a Creo piece, which is, no, it's not, you know, necessary for the design, but it helped out a lot, at least until I find a different way to incorporate that. So we just separate the legs right here, and this is only on like I wouldn't even call it a plate, it's just like a really thin piece right here where there's studs on both sides. A little see-through piece that came with my, actually it's not Creo, it's Tenkai Knights. I apologize for that. It's a Tenkai Knight piece that connects to the back of the figure, and then you put like a cape on the back of the other side. It's really cool. Lego needs to get some of these. We need some new pieces. If we're gonna make Transformers, we need new pieces. These guys are on the ball, and I don't know what's going on with Lego. But to start incorporating the armor, which you guys are already familiar with, I'm going to fold up the feet. It connects pretty much the same way. I just had to compensate for the fact that, you know, now we have studs facing out instead of, you know, the holes on that side. So take this. Step them in right there, and you still have the little ratchety parts right there. We'll just prepare that a little bit more. As we step that in, we could just connect that like that. See how that looks right there. And he's actually a lot stronger in this version, because before, in my version 1, his whole waist and everything was only being supported by a clip on a Travis brick, which, you know, he became too heavy on either end and it couldn't really support him. So now that he has a mixel, he is not coming apart at all. So this is definitely another improvement. And I could take this guy, swing him, you know, also, like, you know, he's not going to fall apart at all. It's really cool. So to prepare for the chest part, you honestly have to like re-transform his whole upper body to where, you know, like he's going back into truck mode. So we have to do the whole panel thing. I really gotta see if there's like a fast forward feature. Windows Movie Maker. I feel like there should be, but I just don't know where it's at yet. We'll do some research on that. Nice and secure. And then we got the upper body ready for the armor. So for the armor right here, we have to detach the little trailer hitch piece right here. Mixel, Technic-Brick. I'm gonna open this whole thing up. Move this guy back a little bit. Kind of rolls really nicely. fold all of that out. This whole piece comes off. And just gonna lay that down. Got his head right there. And that connects to the brick, one stud right there. Or the plate for one stud. 1 by 2. And that's on nice and secure. And as you can see, it's a lot more flush to where the body is now 6 studs wide versus like 5.5 on version 1. So all of this is pretty much the same from the last video. Fold that out. Get that going so we could have some more articulation. I like the way it looks flush, but you know, it's not really posable like that. Make sure everything is still intact. Then we can move these up. And I fixed that little problem that I had before where I couldn't take the missiles and put them on the side. Got some new pieces in, and those are now ready to be the way they're supposed to be. So take this whole section, and this is only staying based on like friction. There's no special pieces for that. It's just make it to where it's nice and tight, and you know, it holds up really well. If you guys want the instructions for this, email me. You know, hopefully, you know, it'll inspire you to make your own Ultra Magnuses, and maybe you'll make an improvement that I don't know about, and we can help each other out like that. So I'm going to take this and connect it to the 4 studs right there. Nice and tight. Get back behind the camera. Oh, that looks pretty awesome. We're going to just adjust the camera up a little bit. Adjust the tripod. Tripod is very helpful. And there we have version 2 Ultra Magnus. Still very articulated. You know how it is from version 1. Most of the pieces are pretty much the same. But being that, you know, we have a different Ultra Magnus core, it's a lot more stronger and sturdier. And I made a couple of improvements with the belt, just to have it look a little more, you know, G1 accurate. He has a little circle right there, and this is like, you know, a little bit longer. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So we're gonna get some more size comparisons. Back with my man Optimus Prime version 1, and this might be the last time that you see version 1 Optimus Prime, because you know, next time you see him, he'll probably have all the upgrades for version 2. I still have my Nemesis Prime version 1 intact. There he is. And like I say, he's gonna get all the same upgrades. And just for a little special treat, we have, for size comparison, G1 Micro Ultra Magnus. You guys weren't expecting that now, were you? So we're gonna definitely get the review in on this guy pretty soon. And as you can see with mini scale, Micro is pretty much just under his chest and just up to the waist on Ultra Magnus in, you know, his full armor mode. And we got BX Brix, but you can't even see me because I'm like all the way in the forefront right there. Oh my god. Stand them up right there. And there we have all the size comparisons. Pretty awesome. Set these guys off to the side. Get Ultra Magnus back front and center. And let's do a final spin. Way stronger core, way stronger Ultra Magnus. As you see that he's not falling apart, I could literally do like a whole little earthquake, like, oh my god, and he is strong, like completely strong now. He could probably lift up like a whole bunch of Decepticons on each arm and like be perfectly fine. Speaking of arms, I was tilted down a little bit. So this is BX Brix. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, share. So far, I've definitely wanted to thank you guys for allowing my channel to hit over 5,000 views. It's taken probably just over a year. 6 of those months were just kind of like nothing was happening, but you know, I've been more consistent with bringing you more material, so I just want to thank you guys for that. I'm up to 70 subscribers now, so that's pretty big for me. And like I said, we got a ton of more stuff on the way. As you can see, we got, you know, the micro convoys, just to give you guys a little treat. Still got to order some pieces for Optimus Prime right here. I got Optimus Prime Micro, it's pretty cool. And we got the Nemesis Prime Micro. I'm going to do a review on all of these guys. It's going to be awesome. And so we got upgrades for version 2 for the, you know, Optimus Prime and the Nemesis Prime over there. We're going to get some toy reviews going, and I'm actually going to give you guys a review on my oldest Transformer. It might be older than a few of you guys. This Transformer is at least about 20 years old, actually. So I'm gonna get the review in for that pretty soon. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next review. Peace.